welcome back to the channel. Guys, we are just back at it once again, once more, with a little bit more of the quest action. As you can see here, I have a Kino, little chrono trigger character. I didn't put pants on him too, so we're gonna be seeing some Kino ass this entire time, because I feel like Kino ass right now. It's just been rough lately. It's just been rough, to say the least. So we're gonna do chrono trigger. If you've been catching up on my recent post, you'd know that my entire hard drive got wiped during my trip. You know, good and bad things. So we're recording all of the Nok quest. Luckily, we have 2 characters, so that I'm allowed to do that. And this time we're gonna do it chrono trigger style instead of Tales of Symphonia, just because I feel like it. I don't really have any other true reasons. I suppose one of the reasons is I haven't used Shala yet too much, so we have her. And then I also made someone new, as well as Kino. We've made Flea. So I feel like this is going to be our prehistoric era, if you will. I made a really, really good song. It involves like a lot of chrono trigger music over the vacation, and I just want to say, you know, I'm not mad at any of the. Well, I don't want to say I'm not mad, but I say I'm not delving into my frustration on any of the things that did or did not occur during the vacation, because honestly, it was a good time. All in all, it was a good time, and I have to acknowledge that I am indeed myself just a person, just a human, and you know, mistakes will happen. I feel like I'm just gonna keep making mistakes, and the true thing that I really need to lock in on in this whole thing is just that I've reacted a lot differently than I usually would to moments like this when I do make mistakes, you know? So I'd be a little bit proud of that, a little bit happy with what I did, right? But just like with anything, anytime you try hard, anytime you put in copious amounts of effort, it is bound to be greeted with a lot of angst, a lot of just bad feels, bad vibes all around. And that's what we're gonna get into today, over on our topics of the day. It's about this entire Nocturnus quest in the first place. So the reason why we're fighting him is because he never really dies, essentially. You see, whenever there is a sort of dream, a goal, an ambition, a love for life, Nok is gonna be there. Nok is gonna be there, knocking at your door, at your doorstep, to let you know that he's ready to fuck you up, essentially. And yeah, it's a struggle to survive for any of us dreamers, us radical dreamers. I know how you feel. I know how I feel. But you have to just keep going, keep playing the game, keep running the lines, and do the best you got. I feel like the main thing that stops us during this quest is truly ourselves, because you let the Nok get to you. You let the setbacks be setbacks, and then you're like, oh, it's a setback, so I'll just wait until I'm ready. Or, oh, it's a setback, and my life is so chaotic, and I have to solve this problem before I move forward. And I'm like, no. With the whole hard drive situation, guys, I tried to format it so I could still use storage, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm still going to record. I'm still going to make videos. I'm still going to do what I need to do, and, you know, I guess I just won't store it all. You know, fuck it. You know, we have the cloud. We have YouTube. And these are all garbage videos anyways, so it's not like, you know, I need to preserve it for the sake of humanity or some retarded bullshit. So yeah, we're moving forward, and if I run out of space on my PC for all these huge ass 4K videos, then I'll just fucking delete them. You can download them off of YouTube. It's where I get most of the fucking music, man. So I do want to say I appreciate you guys for allowing me to talk through this, because it's not just the videos that I lost. I lost obviously a lot of music, because I'm a huge music collector. Let's see. So this is a glowing one. When they're glowing, they usually have really good stats. Sleep attack is actually not that good for this hammer, but I don't have it yet, so I'll take it anyways. Yeah, I do want to let you guys all know that I do appreciate you for allowing me to even have this platform. You know, for stopping by, sticking around to listen, enjoying the lives, enjoying the music videos and the songs for this weird-ass music gaming channel. Because if not, I would feel a lot worse about losing. You know, I lost a few games that I really love. I lost, a lot of music, a lot of music, but lately for the playthrough and for a lot of the songs that I've been making, I've just kind of been downloading them again anyways. Even if I have like the soundtrack, I'm like, there's probably like a higher quality version that I could go grab or something like that, right? So not too huge of a setback with the video making. And then when I realized, you know, that I really don't need the hard drive at all to make the videos themselves, you know, to put mouse to video editing software, you know, to put voice to mic, you know, to chop wood, carry water. I was like, who the fuck cares, man? You know, it may never be ready. I may have to send it off to a stupid, you know, disc repair clinic and spend thousands of dollars to get, you know, the 2 terabytes back, but who cares? I have other drives, you know, that I may or may not have gotten from Temu. But yeah, like who in general really gives a shit? Personally, life is really shitty, and it's just been really shitty for me for a long time. And I think that just goes back to the fact that I have very, very high standards for myself. I have very, very high hopes for, you know, my future and the vision for where I want to be. Not only me, but just the people around me in my life, where I want them to be. And I feel like whenever I make great strides towards that, there's always setbacks. There's always that nocturnus, you know, that motherfucker just pulling me up randomly out of nowhere, just waking me up in my nightmares, being like, you suck ass. And let me tell you why. And if you adhere to that, if you dictate that as something that's important to you, then of course he's gonna keep coming back. He's gonna keep giving you the shit. He's gonna keep giving you what for. And so I just try to remember every time that, you know, we decide what to think about, we decide what to focus on. And I could just focus on the fact that, you know, we're growing every day. I'm having fun doing this is the main thing. And it's a change. Like it's one of those moments where it's like you plant a seed below the surface. You don't really know like what the fuck is happening, and you keep watering it, you keep doing shit to it every day, and you're like, well, this is fun, but I don't know what's going on, and it feels like it's changing, but you can't really like put your finger on why you feel like it's changing. But I feel it changes, and I don't really know how to place it on a specific thing or a specific event or a specific thing or a specific way, but I can place it on the fact that, you know, I'm just reacting to things so differently. You know, back in the day, losing this much data, losing this much creative, you know, I don't know, I guess bookmarks, landmarks, you know, like a little medal of honor for all of the hard work I've done. Losing that much shit would really piss me off. It would really, it would put me in a state. And not to say that it hasn't done that, and not to say that I haven't felt that, I just haven't stopped. You know, even today, I did take a walk. I walked about 1.2 miles, and that was half to get, you know, the feelings in my bones, just because I was so fucking, you know, depressed and delving into my vices, but also to reward myself, because I realized that's what I really like. I like being outside, I like exercising, and I like just the fact that movement can cure me. And can make my mind stop the constant wandering and pestering and mental fog and all this bullshit. And I realize a lot of the mental fog is because of the gooning. I do realize that. But honestly, I'd rather use that to emotionally regulate than talk to people. I'm just being completely fair. I'm just being completely real with you. I fucking hate people. I fucking hate people. That's why I have this channel, so that I can just use my speech in the way that I want to use it. Because I feel like whenever I actually talk to someone, like, I love collabing, I love talking to people, but I don't talk to them the way I talk to you guys. I talk to them the way they want to be talked to. When I'm talking to you on this channel, I always come how I want to. You know, I always just give what I want to give. And right now, I feel very bad. I feel like I don't want to give anything. I feel like this is some bullshit, and the world is ass, and I'm just not with it. I'm just not for it. It's killing me. And I don't want it to eat me from the outside in. I want at least, you know, some external, I suppose, not validation, but some external result to come from me constantly showing that you yourself can do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You can get those withdrawals and those back pedals and be faced with all of these situations that should put you in a state of, you know, despair, and you could just keep going, you know. And I feel like that's the result I'm really looking for. It's not the whole validation of, yeah, look how strong I am. It's not the, oh yeah, look how hot I am, look how sexy I am for keeping going, even though, you know, all these bad things have happened. Like, it's not that. It's the a lot of people give up. And god damn, do I really want to? Do I really fucking want to? It's not like I have anything to work for, right? But at the same time, I do know there is something to work for because I have a vision for it. You know, it may not be here. It may not even be close. But I see it so clearly in my mind, you know? And it's one of those things where it's like, I can't really intellectualize it too much because it's like an energy of just togetherness. You know, feeling like people can see each other for who they really are, you know, and be the people that they really want to be. And I feel like that sensation will come. It will come. It all takes time. It all takes, you know, a little bit of good energy in the world. And that's what I feel like I'm going to put out no matter what. Just because I'm that guy. Just because I've cultivated that energy in myself. So like there's nothing else that I have to give you besides good energy, man. You know, that's all we're doing here. You know, me, Kino, and Shala and Flea, you know, we're over here perpetuating the good vibes, you know, cultivating the good vibes. We're planting the seeds, we're sowing the seeds, and we're taking care of the crops. And I feel like that's really the only thing you can do. You can chop wood, and you can carry water, and you can feed the machine, but don't feed the system. But feed the machine. Feed the machine no matter what, because that's how we survive, guys. You realize if the whole world ended tomorrow, and we just had nothing else to look forward to. Holy shit! Hold on. Where's this next quest? So we just completed the first quest that we did in the first episode. Where's the second one here? Oh, we gotta go to the Al Grey Shore. Okay, sorry, forgot what was happening in this damn quest line. Okay, right, because we gotta do the. Okay. But damn, what was he even saying? Hold on. Yeah, so if we all died, or if the system got, you know, just demolished, we would still have to eat. We would still need shelter. So when I say feed the machine, I mean feed the people. You know, whatever the people want. Not the societal system that tells you that you need a job, or you need to talk to people, or you need to have a bunch of friends and have a social circle and all this. But whatever it is that feels weird to you, you have to feed yourself and feed the people around you. And I know this is giving me feedback to let me know that maybe not the people in my explicit life, but the people in my internet circle, you know, this is another life. This is another era. This is another plane of existence. Are being fed, and they're being fed well. So that is what I'm feeding. It's not the system. It's not the YouTube. It's not any of this bullshit. It's you guys. And it is always about the people. That's why I like talking in the first place. It's not like I have zero drive for social interaction. I just have a very low drive for social interaction. And so I realize that really is what life is about. But for people like me who just are so enveloped in their own sauce, in the own way to be alone, I don't really need to delve into the fact that the system is afraid of me or actively sees me as a threat. I have to feed the machine. I have to feed the power within me that tells me to do these things. Like, constantly create, you know, build my own ambition, things like that, you know? This is what truly gives us that masculine energy that so many people crave. It's the fact that whatever happens, you know, we have ourselves, our silence, and our work. And that's basically all you really need, sadly enough, guys. That's really it. You're not going to escape the Nocturnus. You're not going to escape these nightmares. It will constantly be here, okay? They're not going away. But what you can do is keep moving forward. Good old Kid Cudi, you know? It's a really hard and stark realization, especially to me, because I you know, you always think, man, oh yeah, all the good people in the world, they just constantly get good things. But you know, you read Job in the Bible, the story of Job, the book of Job, you know, and I feel like the book of Job really just relates to jobs in general, man. You know, you do everything right, and they just start fucking you over for no reason. They just start sticking their fingers in your butthole and be like, hey, you like this, don't you? Yeah, you like this, don't you? Like, no, I actually don't, sir. Actually, sir, I would not like that. Nobody listens. Because they don't have to. They don't have to. Now, a lot of things in life are optional. And especially when it comes to these corporations, they realize that you need them way more than, you know, they need you. It's buyer's market. And so, as someone like me who has this crazy level of efficiency, like I said, man, I've gone on to work super sick. I've gone into work, broken legs. I've gone into work at any time, basically because I like working. That's why I'm doing this right now. I can tell you, I could complain for years and years and years. I could be like, oh, my foot hurts, my throat's kind of dry, blah, 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 blah. I will still get in here and do it because this is something I legitimately like doing. It's not that I love talking or hearing myself yap or playing video games. It is the actual work. It's the production. It's the creation of things, you know? The helping of people. I feel like creating a smile is one of the greatest works of art that you can do. And I feel like that's discounted a lot, especially when we have these huge lofting dreams. The reason why Nocturnus attacks us, the reason why you can't escape him, is because he is the cultivator of the smile. You know, he's the gatekeeper of the smile, of the laugh, of the goof, of the gaff, of the shaft. That was disgusting. I'm sorry. this is an entirely disgusting episode, so it is what it is. But all in all, it's a very, 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 very annoying process to keep the smile, because everybody who has kept the smile knows that it's just because Nocturnus has been there. He's in us, okay? That's what every comedian knows. That's what everybody who knows a really funny guy or somebody who has a lot of joy in him. It's because we have darkness, way more darkness than joy, that we produce so much. And that's the whole dichotomy of life, man. Nocturnus is always going to be where there's dreams. And I don't think the solution of this should be to have no dreams. It should be to have very, very little dreams, or have a very, very specific dream, so you know that you're not butt-fucked by like 8 nightmares at once. But don't delude yourself into thinking that, you know, you just have to be a huge doomer to avoid all the sadness. You know, it's like, well duh, you're always going to be sad then, you know? It's a constant conundrum, and I think that's what really annoys me about life, is a lot of people just stay blind to this fact for basically ever. They don't fucking notice that your entire world is basically dictated by, you know, your wants and needs. Just wander through blindly, you know, guessing and going through trials and tribulations and whatnot. Because you really don't need to do much more than that. You know, life may seem complicated, but it's all in all a feeling process. So, if you feel it out the right way, you know, just randomly, 1 or 2 times, and your body gets used to that, then how do you know anything else? You know, how do you know why knock is coming? You wouldn't realize, because, you know, it's just worked out so far. So I can't really blame people for not realizing this. I really can't. It's just a fact of life that everybody's got to come to this on their own, you know, on their own level, on their own merit. But yeah, there's really no big sweeping solution for this one, guys. You know, it's just Nocturnus, the evil, the death will always be upon us. It will always be around us. It will always be near us. And we're just gonna say, fuck it. I don't care. I don't give a shit, okay? You can delete my hard drive today. You can wipe my whole fucking computer, okay? I will re-download the game, okay? And I will re-download this game, and I will log back on, and we will continue the fucking playthrough. You could break my microphone tomorrow, and guess I'd get another. I actually have a spare microphone. I got a spare microphone. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you just have to wait for it to happen, basically. And not that you want to live a reactive life, but you have to be a rock. You know, you have to be such a rock that you're ready for the reactions and you're ready to stonewall it. You know, you're solid. You know, you're solid as a mountain. You know, it doesn't matter how many times knocks me down and brings me back up, and he seals me up again. And I'm like, no, bro, that's okay. I'm just gonna continue the quest line. You know, I'm just gonna, oh, look at that. Oh, another quest line, another thing. And this is a mistake for a lot of radical dreamers, guys. It's like we are met with this huge roadblock, this huge spot where it's like, oh no, what do we do? And we kind of wait for it to get better. You know, we wait for us to be ready. Oh, we were like, hold on, let me level up first a little bit. You know, hold on, the conditions are not right. Hold on, my life is a little bit too chaotic. No, man, no. You have to cultivate this energy to be able to do it whenever, whatever happens. I can keep doing it. I can keep going. I can keep gooning. And people don't know about the fact of the great goon. You know, I feel like gooning in general is just massively obsessing over something, you know, like gooning is just like you massively obsess over that nut, so it's the best nut ever. This is like you goon on a video, you massively obsess over the video and you make so many edits and blah blah blah, or you goon over a YouTube video and you just like massively, you know, intellectually watch it over and over and over and over again and analyze every single aspect and get all the Easter eggs. That's what gooning is to me. So I feel like we need to master our goon, you know. That's how you escape the knock, because once you goon enough and you're constantly in dream mode, Nok cannot knock you down. He's gonna keep adding on those things. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna steal you, I'm gonna take you into the goon realm. And I'm like, good, take me there. That's more time for me to invest in my skills. That's just like me, bro. Like, it's so funny because a lot of people are like afraid of things like jail and insane asylums and shit. I will tell you, as somebody who has been in an actual insane asylum, I would prefer jail. They give you porn in jail. I discovered that recently. They give you porn in jail. And I didn't get porn in fucking mental facility. What the fuck? I also didn't get to work out. And working out is like one of the greatest things for mental clarity. They didn't let me walk anywhere, basically. I had this one little fucking walking area. It was bullshit. Hell no. I would much prefer jail. And I would much prefer jail because honestly, if you get bad enough, you gotta deal with people. They put you in solitary. That sounds fucking great. That sounds fucking incredible. You know, as much as I love getting up and making these videos, I will tell you, the talking and yapping part is not my favorite part. I like playing the game. I like making the music. I even like editing. You know, I'd say, although I do love the yapping, although I do love the podcast style videos that I've started to do, and I feel like it's very good because, in my eyes, you know, you're using this to like walk around or like do the dishes or get whatever you need to get done, because this is one of those channels where I feel like we're not just gooning away at retarded shit all day, right? So I feel like, yeah, these really are helpful for me because that's what I use them for. I mean, like, it's good footage, yeah, but it's just Dragon Quest. It's just an MMO. This is not like super complicated shit. Like, I could explain this quest in 5 seconds, guys. Oh, we gotta defeat the Blood Gang and open the treasure chest. Oh shit! Now we have the volume, and now we're sending it back to him, and oh, we got a curse, and that's it. That's basically the whole fucking quest. And you gotta realize, just like the Nok is gonna knock you down, your quest will not be that hard. Oftentimes we make all these crazy goals and ambitions we have, we make them out to be way more complicated. Just start it. Start it, and you'll figure it out. It doesn't have to be that deep. And as a matter of fact, it usually never is. And you know, oftentimes we are led to believe that we gotta make the perfect decision. Guys, if you start, you'll find the perfect way. You will. I'm confident in that. It's been something I've witnessed myself. And I think, all in all, if we just drive towards doing this, you know, if we just have our sights set on one, we'll be able to make it there. The problem is, you guys get these fucking nocturnus cutscenes all the damn time. Every time you go to sleep, every time you try and fail or something, and then you're just like, oh, he's cursed me, I can't do anything. No, man. That's for you to lock in, okay? I'm not saying it's gonna get better. As a matter of fact, the more you lock in, the worse it's probably gonna get. That is my experience. But we have a choice. To focus on that at the end of the night, and we're going to bed, or you could alchemize it, you can make it better, and you can be like, I am going to kill this shit tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna do. So, it's my one advice to you. Nocturnus will always be here. The evil will always be here. It will never leave as long as we have dreams. So you kind of have to just take a back seat. Take a lot of breaks. Not care as much. Because if you care too much, that's when he gets your ass. That's when he gets your booty. And your titty. And your cheekbone. And your left elbow. My left elbow. Yeah, your left elbow. he gonna get the right one too. He just gotta do the left one first, cause he got a left fetish. Okay. Let me stop talking trash on Nocturnus. He's gonna get my ass. I love you guys. I appreciate you. We will catch you next time when we do more of the dreams.
I'ma put you out.